space of a week, it's gone from some organs haven't even formed to suddenly she's like got a full face. It's just mind-blowing. Hello! Today is the 5th of June. I am 14 weeks and 1 day. I'm now technically in the second trimester. Where on earth has that first third gone? I went to my first pregnancy yoga class 2 days ago. It was really chilled. I was the complete baby of the group. Everyone was out here and I looked like I wasn't even pregnant at all. Now, one thing I have noticed is I've been getting painful twinges in my hips and my lower back where it kind of joins my pelvis. Now, I've struggled with my hips throughout my life because I've got a bit of a misaligned pelvis. So I've wondered whether it's the pregnancy that's accentuating that problem. But when I was at my yoga class the other day, we went onto all fours and it was just like rocking back and sitting onto your back leg and coming forward and sitting back. By the time I'd got home, my pelvis, my hips, my lower back were in absolute agony, and getting down onto the couch and getting up off the couch, I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I messaged the yoga teacher and I said, should I do daily stretches or should I just leave it to recover for a little while? So she's advised me to leave it to recover and also to look into physiotherapy. I'm still feeling good, which is a good sign, touch wood. One new symptom I have noticed is I keep getting really odd loss of balance moments. I was at a gig the other day and I leaned over to plug in my wires, and as I'd stood up I just completely lost my balance and I stumbled around. I didn't feel dizzy, I wasn't in heels either, I was in my flats. I've had it a few times, like even in the house, shutting the curtains and then trying to walk over to the bed and I just completely lost my balance going over to the bed. I don't know if this is relating to my ears because my ear canals feel like they've narrowed during pregnancy. Like when I go to itch my ears or clean them with like cotton swabs, I can't. They're quite sore, they're quite tender. And I'm wondering, because obviously you use your ears for balance, I'm wondering whether that is related. I don't know. But aside from that, I've been okay. I have odd moments of nausea when there's food involved. Like this morning I tried to eat my breakfast again and just felt like I struggled with it a little bit. I woke up the other morning feeling really sick, but again, wasn't sick. I haven't been sick at all during this pregnancy, and in a way it's the most frustrating thing because it feels like I really need to, but I can't. I'm so out of breath. I get really out of breath now. All I've done is talk. Oh, I also, on my app, it said baby is now growing her hair. Her whole face is developed now. Her whole body, organs, everything. She's now growing her hair and her eyelashes. Crazy. Bye! I had a text earlier from the hospital that said, hello, we've received your blood result. Your blood type is Rhesus D Negative. If you have any desensitizing events, such as falls or heavy bleeds, please call maternity triage to arrange an anti-D immunoglobin. You'll be given an appointment for your routine anti-D and anti-D immunoglobin injection at 28 weeks. And then the link that they sent me was to a website all about Rhesus disease. So I was like, have I got a disease? Am I dying? I'm not dying, apparently.
No, you're not dying. Well, no one's dying. Essentially, Rhesus disease is an illness that a newborn can have when there is this difference in blood type between the mum and the baby. The Rhesus D factor is a protein found on your blood cells. If you're negative, that means you do not have that protein on your blood cells, but it seems like baby is positive, so she does have that protein on her blood cells. That doesn't matter, but what might happen is if you are exposed to her blood, your antibodies don't recognize that Rhesus D protein that she has. Your immune system will attack it like it would attack a cold or a virus or anything like that. So the danger is that when she's then born, you will pass on antibodies because she inherits your immune system that will attack her own blood.
I'm a danger to my child.
You're not.
I don't like that the link that the NHS sent me with that text was about rhesus disease as opposed to what rhesus negative blood was, because I didn't understand what that difference was. I thought I was clicking on a link that told me about my blood type, and when I opened the link it says rhesus disease is left untreated, it can lead to stillbirth or learning difficulties or brain damage or blindness. And I was just reading all this thinking, my blood is killing my baby. I'm a bit peeved at the NHS that it was like, you are Rhesus D Negative, here's a link to read more, your baby's gonna die.
Everything bad that might happen.
But it's not anything to worry about.
No.
But it didn't stress that in the text.
Again, could be slightly wrong about this, but as far as I understand it, the mother's and the baby's blood does not directly mix in the womb. So it doesn't matter if your baby is rhesus positive and you're rhesus negative. It's only when you give birth that if there is some swapping of blood streams involved, that could be a problem.
See, all of that makes sense. I just wish they'd been clearer than that on the message.
It isn't clear.
So today is the 6th of June and I feel very different today than I did yesterday. My belly is really sore today. It feels like when you've been to the gym and you've done a massive ab workout, it's mostly at the bottom, so it's obviously stretching. But my bum feels like it's lower today, so it's like here where it hurts, and my muscles feel really tight and achy. Not to touch, like it feels fine to touch, it's just like moving. It's like I've overworked them. Oh god, it does hurt though. But I'm gonna go swimming this afternoon, get a bit of exercise. I've also a really bad hay fever today and I can't do anything about it because I can't have any medication. I woke up with really gammy eyes and I keep sneezing and my nose is blocked.
So it's the 8th of June today. We're going to a baby show in Manchester. So I'm going with my mother-in-law and I'm meeting my cousin and her mother-in-law there. This will be the first time I've really proper looked for baby stuff. We've been to a couple of second-hand shops for clothes, but I've not looked at anything like prams or cots or anything like that yet. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. It'll be a nice day out. Anyway, I'm about to pick up the mother-in-law, so bye!
So baby fair was cool. I got so many free samples. Look at this. So some of these things I bought, like I bought the nappies and the changing mat and the teddy, but these things here were all free samples that we got. A lot of the stalls had things that you could take. I mean, there's everything from tea through to pram toys, dummies, pregnancy vitamins. We trialed a few prams as well. I was walking with the pram at one point, test driving it, and it just made me really emotional. I nearly cried. In the middle of the thing, I was biting my tongue as I was driving it. Oh, it was nice. Really nice day. Meow. Today is the 10th of June. I'm 14 weeks and 6 days. And I've woken up today in just a really foul mood. I feel like I've suddenly just gone crazy hormones again. And just really irritated at everything. Finally got in the shower. Mason gets out the shower and he's got loads of loose hair on his back from where he's washed his hair. And it sounds really, really pathetic, but I was really angry at all the hair on his back. I didn't say anything to him, but he was just leaning over and I could see it all and I was just in my mind, I could hear my own voice going, why is this bothering you? And I had no answer for it, but I was internally raging. And then I went into the bedroom and I just kind of sat myself down to Mason. And I was just like, I'm really sorry, I feel really low today. And then just literally was outpouring of tears. So then I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna blow dry my hair, I'm gonna put moisturiser on, I'm gonna make an effort. And I feel better having done my hair a bit. But I don't know, I just feel a bit meh. But then it could very well be hormones because I feel like a lot is changing at the moment. I feel like my bump has got a lot bigger and I can feel that it's hardening, so it's not bloating anymore, it's actually bump. If I poke on my belly, I can tell which bit is baby and which bit isn't, because the lower down I get on my stomach, the slightly stiffer it gets to prod. At the top it's just really squishy, and then it's my skin is squishy, but then I feel like I'm touching something that's just it has a bit more resistance. I've got my pregnancy yoga class this evening, so I'm hoping that that will be a really good like brain refresher. Bye. So this is actual size of baby right now. So that's crazy. That's inside me.
There she is.
That's just nuts.
So cute.
Today is the 11th of June. Our pram arrived today, but we're trying to figure out how to put it together, and we can't figure it out. I'm watching YouTube videos. I also have back pain, so I have a hot water bottle. My back pain is getting a lot worse. It's very, very painful now. I've got physio next week. Hurts a lot.
It really doesn't go in that ways. That did something then. Yeah,
So it maybe just needs oiling up a bit.
yeah, that's gone in now that I've whacked it. So was that it then? So you've got to bend it.
But then, wait, you've done it. You just had to really smash it.
Smack it as hard as you can.
How does that come out? So, that. Okay. Does that look okay? It's very exciting having a pram for the first time in my life. It's not very exciting building it for the first time, and it's not very exciting building it for the first time with a very sore back. I guess I kind of anticipated that having the dodgy pelvis in the first place would probably signify that I was going to struggle with my pelvis during pregnancy. I didn't anticipate that it would be this painful. Because I'm only 15 weeks, I've still got 25 weeks to go, and it's bad. Today is the 13th of June, so I am 15 weeks and 2 days. I'm currently ironing a load of baby grows. I bought a load off of Vinted for like £2.50, like 20. It's very, very surreal. Ironing baby clothes. And they're so tiny! But a little update on like health things. I'm still struggling with the back pain a bit. I say a bit, like quite a lot. I can get through a day, keep getting twinges though. It's not just a constant ache, which is what it was a couple of days ago. I also don't know if it's gas or baby, but I keep feeling odd little tiny movements. And I'm like, was it a little kick or was it a gas bubble? I have been very gassy and I don't know. And I want to know because I want to be able to either be excited about it or kind of, you know, not shrug it off. I mean, I've had something every day for about 4 days now. I think I noticed it on Sunday, it's now Thursday. I was at a big brass band concert and I felt something. And one of the ladies I was with said she felt her baby kick a lot to music. So maybe that's what it was. And then I've had like similar feelings since, but only like 1 or 2 a day, so I don't know. Yeah, all good on the 15-week front so far. Bye! It's the 14th of June. I'm getting my hair done. Help me feel a little bit better in myself. It's also just getting very hot and I'm just getting a bit like clammy and suffocated by it. So I shall see you in a moment with nice new hair. Oh, you ready? Oh, my hair feels so much better. It feels so light. Oh, I can't even tell you the weight that's come off of this. They cut off about 7 inches and I just love how it feels. I feel so much better. I also, as I was sat in the hairdresser chair, felt my baby move. And I've been wondering recently whether it's baby or gas. But I feel like the more it happens, the more I think, no, I think it is baby because it's happening every day. And then as I was sat in the chair, it really felt like actual movement, not just like a gas bubble. So I think it is baby. And I put my hand on my tummy and I could feel it like little kicks. But then I'd press and it would stop. But then it would come back. So I think it's baby. I think baby was kicking me.
I know I've been pregnant for like 15 weeks now, and I'm used to the idea and the concept that I'm carrying a baby, but feeling the movements adds that human aspect to it, and it puts the reality into the situation. But I was getting little motions at my gig last night. I had my guitar against my belly, and there was suddenly a pressure that I felt up against my guitar, and then it was like it just kind of went like this and then disappeared. So I think I felt it at my gig last night, but in my break I felt something then. Mason put his hand on it, and I don't know whether he felt something or not, but it's really exciting that I'm feeling something this early on. Very exciting to have nice fresh hair. See you soon. Bye.
Today is the 19th of June. I am 16 weeks and 1 day. I watched a video recently of a midwife talking about how babies can be familiar with voices and sounds even whilst they're in the womb. And she told this anecdote of a baby that was born and it was crying like usual, and as they were cleaning mum up they passed the baby to the dad, and the dad started singing and the baby instantly stopped crying. She asked what song it was, and he said that he'd sang this song to the mama's belly every day while she was pregnant, and she said the baby recognises the song and it's instantly calmed her. And I was just mind blown by this. So there's been one song that we keep singing to our baby. I'm not going to sing it because it's a song that's got her name in and I don't want to publish her name before she's born, but I keep singing this song and I keep holding my belly to see if I can feel any kicking or anything when I sing it, but I haven't really felt any movement the past couple of days. I thought I'd started to feel some recently, but I haven't felt anything for a couple of days, so I'm like, maybe it was gas. Part of me is just starting to worry that what if it was baby and now it's not baby. It's so easy to let your mind get out of control with these things. But I've got 4 weeks until my 20-week scan. But yeah, I keep singing this song, and maybe when she's born she'll recognise it. I'd like to think so. Anyway, bye! Do you want to see something scary?
Yeah. Is that how big she is?
That's how big our baby is right now.
That's huge. Yeah, that's
like the width of the milk.
milk bowl.
That's inside my belly.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
We got movement tonight.
She keeps moving those, but then she keeps popping up here.
I felt her here, and then roll against my hand going down. I always wonder when we make these videos, do we say we felt her or do we say we felt you, because she'll be watching it maybe in the future. Hello from 2024 before you were born. She was right there before.
I keep feeling her moving, but then, as is always the case, whenever you try and get someone to notice it, or you try and film it, or you try and feel it, it stops.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a belly rumble I just felt then. 21st of June, and I've just felt, I think, a little proper kick in my belly. It's like a little spasm, and it was just like, pew, pew. I can't feel it anymore. It's annoying because you can't see anything. I feel like I can feel it very, very slightly, but I can't see it yet. Oh, I don't think she's gonna move, but I did just feel it. It's getting interesting now that I'm starting to feel her on a daily basis, even if it is very, very subtle still. You can really see if I suck my belly in where she's lying. She's very much here. My hay fever got really, really, really bad yesterday. Trying to gig and trying to work with terrible hay fever was a nightmare, so I asked a million people if there's anything safe that I can take, because the GP was just like, there's not enough research, we're not prescribing you anything, you're not allowed to take anything. But I think they're just being really overcautious, because loads of pregnant people I know take antihistamines, and loads of people were saying that they took them throughout all of their pregnancies and had no issue. So in the end I just bought some, and I know it's at my own risk, but the doctor just wouldn't help. And I get it, because they don't want to be sued in case anything does go wrong, but also, like, I don't want to feel that awful. I also ended up using my nose spray, which I know I shouldn't have done, but my nose was solid and there's no way I could possibly sing with a blocked nose. I was playing like 2-hour gig yesterday at a quite expensive hotel, so, you know, I didn't want to do a bad job, but all is going well. Bye!
Feels like more this side.
Yeah, I said it feels like she's on the left, but then I feel like she keeps moving around to the right a little bit.
Feels like here, something here on my finger. Felt like something just wriggled. It's gone now. I think I felt it just there.
I think she's shy. Yeah. Whenever you find her, she's like, oops!
Runs away, yeah.
Hello! It's the 27th of June today. I am 17 weeks and 2 days. We're currently on the way to the hospital for a Meet the Midwife group session. Since changing over from my first midwife, who I had my very first appointment with, she recommended I went in for a home birth, and because of that I've since changed over midwives and I haven't met my new midwife yet. My actual midwife appointment is tomorrow, but tonight at the hospital they're doing a session where it's all of the home birth team, so we'll get to meet the people who we'll be dealing with. I was saying to Saz this morning, my friend, but even though I'm 17 weeks and that's very nearly halfway, I still don't feel pregnant enough to warrant being in a pregnancy group. I don't know why. I look at people who are more pregnant than me, I'm like, yes, you are pregnant, and I feel like they're looking at me going, you're not pregnant enough.
Nobody's thinking that, because everyone who's pregnant has been as pregnant as you.
I know, it's a really silly, there's like
anyone said to you, I'm 3 months pregnant, you'd be like, oh my god, you think you're a pregnant lady.
I know. Well, I look at Saz and I feel like Saz has got a bigger bump than me, but then she's 10 weeks further along than me, and so I feel like I don't feel pregnant compared to her, but I still feel like I'm really little, and everyone keeps telling me that I'm really little, and that makes me feel like I'm not pregnant.
People are just trying to be nice though.
They are trying to be nice, and I totally get it, because they're trying to be like, oh, you've kept your figure, you're still really skinny. But I'm like, I want people to tell me that I'm pregnant.
I'll tell you.
I get that their heart's in the right place, but at the same time I'm like, this isn't the time where I want to be skinny. I mean, it is, because obviously I get the bigger belly you have, the harder it is. But then at the same time I'm like, I want to feel like I'm having a baby.
Oh god, it hurts so much to sit down. We just got back from the Meet the Midwife session. So they ran through about the birthing pools and were kind of telling us like how to use them and what we need to buy. And that was something else that they said, is that they work with you maybe like a couple of weeks before to make a big birthing plan where they ask you everything that you expect from your home birth. Everything from like how you want them to talk to you, how active in the labour you want them to be. Like, do you not want to even see them? Do you not want them to be around? Do you want them to be really, really present and like telling you what to do? I thought that was really, really interesting.
Yeah. Well, they said for later stages, when you're deeper into the labour, if you need any extra pain relief, then we can get some codeine.
Yeah, because they said they only bring gas and air with them to a home birth. They don't bring any other drugs, but you can take paracetamol and you can take codeine later down the line, which is good to know. But see, I react badly to codeine. Last time I had codeine I threw up. It was only an hour's session, so to wrap up the hour they then took us on a little bit of a tour around the labour ward. So I know exactly what hospital rooms look like and what to expect, but for some reason walking past them made my mind up that I am happy to be having a home birth. They'd made it feel as homely as possible.
Yeah, but it's still.
But you're still walking past a hospital bed with wires connected to it and things on the walls, and I was just like, I look like I'm going to be operated on, whereas at home I wouldn't feel like that.
And that would make you feel less relaxed seeing all of that stuff. Even though you know it's just there to look after you, you see it and you think, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I suppose what I kind of took from that is, let's say something changes and you have to go and do it there, it's still very nice.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be in some tiny rickety bed surrounded by other people giving birth. Like that I would not be happy with.
If I do end up in the position where I have to go into the hospital, then at least I know what I'm approaching. So tomorrow I have my one-to-one midwife appointment, and it was nice meeting our midwife tonight actually. She was like the main host of it all, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was
really
good.
Lovely. I'll update tomorrow. I don't know what this one entails. Let's see.
What's the start? I can't start.
Who's the pregnant one? So I just had my midwife appointment and Mason couldn't come because he had a work meeting. I got to hear the baby's heartbeat.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
She did the scan thing. Come watch.
I didn't know they were doing anything like that.
No, I didn't. Ready? The pop was a movement. No.
That's you, that's loud.
So the loud one is me.
Oh. Yeah.
every time she moved, you could hear it on the thing, and she was like, there's a movement. There's a movement.
That's so cool.
So I was like, I haven't had any movement for like a couple of days. Is that okay? And she was like, it's totally normal. Could be a placenta's moved out of the way, or because she's still so little, she could have just moved to the back or anything. The fact that it was detecting movement and a heartbeat was a really good sign. She said it was about 150 beats per minute. She was like, it's perfect.
Oh. She's perfect. She's perfect anyway.
My friend didn't get her heartbeat scan until like 25 weeks. I'm only 17, so I didn't think I'd be getting it. And then when she said, oh, like lie down, and I saw the thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hear the heartbeat and my husband isn't here. And she said my wee was very healthy too.
Oh, good. Well, we have been eating well. We've been eating well on purpose.
My blood pressure was okay. Hello. Today is the 1st of July. I am 17 weeks and 6 days now. I'll be 18 weeks tomorrow. Things are going really smoothly at the moment. I don't really have many symptoms other than one, pelvis pain. I don't know how else to describe it other than like a saddle pain. So it's a bit like when you get off riding a horse for the first time, or you've been on a bike for several hours. I guess where like your bum knuckles are and the insides of your thighs. It's not too bad if I'm sat down. It's when I stand up and I have the pressure and I guess weight and gravity on my pelvis, and when I'm walking it hurts. It's bearable but it's constant, so I'm wondering whether it's maybe like the bottom end of my pelvis, I guess near the opening. Maybe that is expanding now, because it feels very much where my bones are. It doesn't feel muscular as such. It's maybe like the ligaments, and they're causing, I guess, the strain on my muscles when I'm walking, when I'm standing up, but I think it's linked to my pelvis. I've been doing my physio exercises to try and ease my back pain, which has helped, and I've been kind of trying to use my little birthing ball. But aside from that, all going smoothly. I'm happy, I feel good, I'm getting out and I'm doing loads of things now. I still get a bit tired, but let's see what the rest of the second trimester holds. Bye!